the best we can. The map, it's so fat is the best way. And that's coming from me of all people. It's very wide. How long does it take to traverse this map, guys?
Give or take
I
the
want to
rest
watch.
of your life. No, it takes a long time, but it's not impossible to do. But certainly you have to be a little bit more wary of where you're positioning as a jungler
it's definitely
or
thick.
as a roaming support so that you aren't putting yourselves in a position where you can't help anybody else.
Now, honestly, I don't believe these players have even seen this map before, so they're kind of exploring. I think Nika's cheating with this, you know, by going the Jormungandr so we can just look over the walls real quick and go, oh, there's a camp over there as well. Huh. They both had actually Cthulhu as well for death.
Yo, so what? They got rid of the extra wards with these thorns. That's interesting. I guess that's what they just said, but
you know, if the wall wasn't there, Neil, it would have been good. But it didn't. It was a good attempt for the most.
Yeah, that's what it's all going to be right there. It's all just going to be invades.
How is the invade situation, boys and girls?
Still Invader's Curse. It's still there. You know, we still want to make sure that you aren't being completely stopped from doing what you want to do in the early game, but not completely take it out. You got to be a little intelligent with where you're grouping everything up.
Let's see everyone pull out the jungle monsters outside of their leash camps. Look at
Let
that.
me fix my box.
Yep. Got to keep on hitting them. You see that little circle underneath in order to keep the aggro together, but you have to pull them together and clear both buffs at the same time.
Something tells me these guys are a little bit more prepared, Neil, Mara, and Ducky, there, as they decide to rotate to lane 2. Meanwhile, the left-hand side of the map, you can see Team U-Rock are just doing near the purple buff. Deathwalker and Weaken, pretty much they went kind of speed into blue like we've seen before, really.
Yeah.
A lot of players kind of do that aggro, though, right? When the new map comes out, we kind of just go back to basics.
The tried and true there, but man,
Raven not again, already. First blood to U-Rock, and it's Wraithling down already in the mid lane. And a kill goes over to Elyon and the Awilix.
Now, you get a lot of advantages from going for multiple buffs at once, but it can also get you to lane a little late and be a little dangerous just like that. It was good clear there from from U-Rock, rather.
Well, while the aggression's going on over here, you can see the jump in from Rexy, looking for the play on Ducky. Ducky slides away back to safety. And actually is near those bastions. Can those bastions be hit right now, for example?
Oh yeah, by abilities as well as auto attacks.
Yeah, I'm glad the beach is back, dude. That's what's up.
Basic attacks, but abilities will be able to hit both the wave, the gods, and those bastions.
Oh, interesting. That will keep weakening them down too. Well, speaking of weaken, Elyon is in the jungle trying to invade there on this left-hand side. And I've noticed the pattern in these jungles, these left-hand side and right-hand side, there's more of an arc to the lanes now.
Yep.
Was that part of the
Yeah, there's like a pirate ship too.
Wider, longer, a little bit more threatening for the laning phase, which is something that I think the players will have fun with.
Well, Leon's going to gank the
Big
duo
gank,
right now.
dude.
Neil Moss knocked up. He
Damn.
wasn't even looking. Feather step comes through, but Neil will survive the Rexy, but he's out of mana. And an escape there as U-Rock could have got their second kill of the game. Lermy, so far, everyone's kind of just gone back to, well, we'll just do the usual normal starts.
Well, yeah, it's great to see the pressure on that left-hand side because the gold buff has spawned. I mean, Weaken is there. Maybe he'll get it, but looks like Elyon's going to confirm that.
So it's not a scepter anymore, it's a gold buff?
Gold buff, what exactly does that do?
They're putting it on the support.
You can see that shield and inbound health. He's got a little bit extra there, and that will last as long as the gold buff does, or until that shield goes away.
So does it give you more gold too?
In your lane, you know, get that.
I would imagine so, right? It's called the gold buff.
That can stack with any other buff, so you aren't trading gold for instead of green or instead of purple. If you want it, you can take it if it's down, no matter what other buff you have, which is really fun in the same way that silver buff works as well. Both of those buffs can be stacked with any other buff.
Oh, look at the aggression.
Big gank, big gank.
10, first look of how this is going on with that first kill just for U-Rock so far. But yes, with this moment right now, we'll see how this goes. Deathwalker trying to get some pressure on the right-hand side. The actual tier 1 towers on right and left.
Dude, I like this. I think this looks cool.
A little further away.
I like this part too. The soul lane looks cool.
A lot more threatening.
Oh, dude, what's that?
The pick so you can get the puddles on both bastions almost permanently. Look at that. He's withering them away.
Oh.
Yeah, slowly just keep the pressure rolling in this lane. Because
that's actually sick.
On. You can see a couple of these shards, though, being picked up at the moment. The dog obviously hovering over.
Bro, he must have known.
Map. I'm excited to see exactly which ones are going to get really used here. We've seen a couple. Aggro, tell me about that Horn Shard a bit.
Yeah, Horn Shard for those characters that want to make use of their abilities a little bit more often in the early game. So these effects are clearly very strong, right? You know, 0.5 seconds every second for the next 3 seconds on that 2-minute timer. I think that we see both soul laners go for it. I'm a little surprised to not see any Carapace there, but both supports went Carapace instead. I think Horn Shard has felt really, really good to just get those bursts in order to help trade in lane, though. I've definitely experimented.
Yeah, it's much wider.
Look at this, Leon trying to proxy through the wave. For the bad news is he didn't look at the...
I like the design here on this part, too.
as they came through the mid lane. He is spotted out, but no one's on this left-hand side to keep the pressure rolling. Instead, U-Rock are taking a purple buff off the invade. What's that Harpy doing?
Right by Leon.
He's a roaming Harpy. That's he's not quite as sedentary as his other Harpy brethren. So every so often that Harpy camp, even when it's coming off of respawn, a roaming Harpy will begin to move around the rock on both solo and duo side and let you kind of get some plays there.
Okay. Well, it's nice to see a bit of a group up in mid looking for a pick on solo Double J, who's traded out for weakens. Too good for enough damage, and Racing gets the kill for himself. I wasn't expecting to say that today.
And solo Double J, I think if he had popped his claw shard before he went into his ultimate, it might have done some work for him there, because that's the one that gives you more power and some life steal during that time. So
damn,
that would have
dude.
helped out quite a bit during that Anubis ultimate.
Yeah, typically you like to see the
That's
horn card
cool.
in mid
So that
because cooldowns are
replaces
just so important for
the
those mages
wards.
that love to spam, but specifically Claw on Anubis. That's a great synergy.
So people are going to be warding less again, but people never put down their free wards anyway, so.
If you're in the jungle near them?
No, they only
That's actually pretty
when
cool.
you hit them.
So they're kind of friendly.
It's like a little buff.
Kind of
A little
nice.
bit.
And look at this. So green buff is now
Those
much
bastions
closer
look
towards
like,
mid lane,
I don't know.
but
I don't really
Neil
know what they
brought it
do.
over towards Ducky in order to get some help in order to clear
How
it,
nice.
so that he didn't have to do it and get some farm for his ADC at the same time.
Yeah, very excited about having to take buffs to lazy carries that don't want to go for their own buff now, because go get it for me, support player. But
You're just as long as they rate you 5 stars, then it's worth it.
that's a good point. Do we have that? That'd be great. I think I can
Not yet, but yeah, who knows?
Well, we'll see how that works out. Continuing on with the show match, though, of the Season 10 map. I'm very excited to see how this goes as the game goes on. Rafe back in base, having a hard time thinking about what to go for here at the moment. What is that item that Weekends picked up? What's that? Is it a sword?
It is.
Looks like a
It's a
sword.
brand new katana over there.
A
It's
new katana?
Oh,
it's a new
shit.
katana. It's called Shadow Drinker, as Weekend just got
Drains their
Yeah,
shadow,
yeah, it's not
causing you
really
to
sad.
enter stealth and gain
Shadow Drinker
30%
now,
movement
when
speed
you
for
kill
3
an enemy
seconds.
god, you just go and
Damn! Taking damage, firing an ability, or firing a
Just,
basic
stealth,
attack breaks
move
the
speed for a
stealth.
little bit.
That's
So you kill
cool!
someone, you go stealth straight afterwards.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Well, big fight on the right-hand side of the map is Deathwalker gets goon squatted by 4 members of U-Rock there. The rest have cancelled that, not doing anything. You'd hope they would do a Gold Fury or something, but instead it's going to be the Scorpion instead.
Hey, gold buff, pretty valuable. It's a good amount of golden XP, and you get that shield to help with your next engagement, which is pretty important as well.
Speaking of other new items as well here, Clumsy.
Yeah, I was just
Goon
He's just
squatted.
picked it up, and so has Giannis in mid for racing. What is that item next to Tablet?
Bro, so you could just take the buff wherever you want now, dude, and there's like a roaming Harpy? That's
It's
sick.
pretty unique, and it's a stacking item, so you can either get it with or maybe after or before Book of Thoth. And when you damage enemies,
I like the new
with
mid
your
lane,
abilities,
man.
you gain stacks, and those
It's like at
those
a
stacks
curve.
deal true damage with further abilities.
That's cool.
Based on your max mana.
Okay.
Yes, and it's every stack you get, as Rexy's going to get ganked over here in the duo lane, Weekend should be able to clean this one up
He's
alongside
got no
Ducky.
beats either. Oh, nearly for a second I thought he had an opportunity, but Weekend, and they're going to taunt on his
Damn,
corpse
dude.
as well.
That's
Gotta.
messed up. I mean, it's just a show match. That's how it goes. But
Ooh, look at
going
the
back to
totem.
Tablet.
Oh,
as
dude,
you
the new
continue to
totem
get
looks
more and
so
more
cool.
damage, or every stack you get deals damage based on the amount of stacks you have. So it continues to stack up. It's a new type of stacking mechanic that we're exploring not just on Tablet, but on another item that Inbound has picked up, where poking enemies with abilities is what gets you your stacks.
Well, there's a pressure fight in mid lane as Bobby gets pulled under the tower by Weekend there, but at the same time, Rafe did use his
We see
beads.
Apollo in the air, too.
And in the air is Apollo coming crashing down. Ducky looking
Nice.
for a play onto Bobby, who will escape for now. Weekend back into the jungle. The Totem Maku real quick. I want to touch on that because this crowd has a real big issue with Totem Makus for some reason. What's the difference? Has it changed at all? Is it
Yes.
just moved to the side? Or?
There's actually a lot of changes coming to Totem, so it's no
Yeah, the
longer
solo lane
Totem
looks
2,
way bigger.
It's now just the Totem.
Oh,
And so
he lost his Curie.
changing
Yes.
to the Totem means that there's got to be a lot of new stuff to come with it. So one thing that you'll notice the next time that it's up is that there's an aura around it. And that aura is especially good at giving you damage to clear the wave. Horizon
No
coming
way.
in here.
Wait, hold on. How is he
Wow.
alive? What's going on? Wraith gets out, so does
Wow.
Double J. And reinforcements from
Wow.
Bobby and Liam combined to bring down
Nice
the
play.
And that time, he used the Claw Shard alongside the Bancroft's talent in order to life steal up. So it made a
Exactly.
big difference there for him. Man, that was sick.
So yeah, the Q's getting done on the right-hand side now by Nico.
Yeah, I like the claw. That's going to be like the micromanagement that's going to throw off
So
people
Totem
for
now
like
no longer
half a
in
year.
the side of the
No one's
jungle or
ever
anything
gonna
like
pop
It
that
is now
shit.
in the middle of the lane.
Yes.
when it is up, it provides a damage aura to those around it as Ducky got nowhere to go.
Tarkov's prepared me for hitting a billion buttons before I get to play the game, do anything.
The solo laners to actually be able to deal more
Patch
damage
notes
to each other,
are
up
this
the solo
Wednesday.
kill potential
All right,
of solo
I'll be
lane
live. I'll be
without
watching them.
Giving damage to those characters.
I mean,
because
like
if
this
they
is
did, then
pretty.
they would just
This is pretty
rotate
much all
out
I wanted to
solo
see in the new
kill the
season is the
jungler,
map,
kill the
really.
mid laner. Now you just deal more damage.
And I
when
genuinely do
fight
think it
when
looks cool,
boxing
man.
solo.
Like this looks
We get
sweet.
a first fight at the new Gold Fury pit. There is 4 entrances to it now. Or do we? It doesn't even look like Cancel not know what's going on here. It's taken them quite a while to bring down that Gold Fury, though.
New
It's a little
map,
bit more threatening
new
in that
items,
pit now
God
and just
changes,
overall
Surtur.
around the map. I think that in particular, the new Fire Giant is gonna scare some people off from time to time.
Deathwalker back in solo lane, still trying to just hold pace in this lane. His bastions in front of his tower have gone, and you can see the health down. The coup fight's going on, boys and girls. Who's gonna get it? The skulls will fall. Is it gonna be Rock?
Wow,
Nika
dude.
gets it. The best play he's done all weekend.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come
Wow,
on. It had to be done,
Yeah,
okay?
well,
It
you're the
was a
savage
2-1,
guy. You're the
but yeah,
savage. That's how
has to
people
be.
know you. You know, you got to do the savage thing. I
Ah,
get
the
it.
old days. Neil Murray mid trying to juke out the gaze, but it's not going to be enough. As he'll fall down, pressure still rolling.
the horse.
All right.
But there is still a Bastion there. They're going to try and dive the tower here. Looking for Rafe, who's trying to
he
get
didn't quite make it through.
All right.
Wow.
Disaster as Double J gets another kill and Bobby.
When
giggles
is
on
the
his
new
tab.
Slash
Should we get
map?
the Bastion there or the tower in this instance?
The Bastion's better to get first because
We
it reduces the
can't
protections
lose
of the tower.
DKO
It
and
reduces
Conquest,
its
bro.
protections.
Well, tier 1
It
finally
looks
falls
like
to
it,
the
man.
mid lane, the first one of the game. Meanwhile, Ducky jumping in.
wow.
Weaken with a good Sonic boom to the back line.
Damn,
Still alive, though,
dude.
is Bobby and solo Double J. It's Deathwalker that's going to die first, and now the U-Rocket marching on.
They're killing it right now. Inbound.
Dude,
finds the stun
this
on the
game's
Neil
over.
Mara,
It's
but
gonna be over in
Weaken
like
who's in
5
the most
minutes.
trouble.
Now next up the dive in. We'll find Weakeners on the backside. Neilma threw the boulder out. But now he's
All
ready
this
for
new
his
map
fight.
in the
A
game
push back
is still
in
over
before
in
he
like
get hit by
11
Ducky,
minutes.
But it's not going to be enough for a kill. It's 3 dead on the side of Cancel That and matchmaking in Season 10, please.
Yeah, this map, with how big it is, we're looking forward to seeing how it plays for the comeback potential.
Yo, what's
because,
the Janus item, man?
normally
Talk
it's a
about
little bit
that.
easier for a team who's ahead to just rotate over to you and stop whatever split push
Everyone's
you're
chilling
doing
in
or
mid,
stop
yeah.
whatever extra farming you're doing. But with the map being bigger in year 10, I wonder if it's going to give more opportunities to teams who are a little bit behind to spread the map out and find some farms safely.
And the other thing that we can see here is that while we talked about the shards a lot, what's important
All right,
is that
well,
you no
I mean,
longer
they
just have the
grouped,
default option
they
of
won a
vision
fight,
shard.
and then they
You
did
now
kind of
are
spread out.
absolutely
And it
making
does
sure
look
that
like
they
they're
keep
kind of getting farm back,
purchasing
so
more
that
every
is
time they go
cool.
back to base. I know that sounds kind
Like,
of great,
that's
but
a-
if you look at the
that-
minimap,
like, that is
the
cool.
end in the store right now,
But now
they
this
are farming
guy,
wards
like,
nonstop because they
is
cannot
kinda
use
overextended.
the fallback of vision shard.
And it makes it a little bit more lethal in the early game because
Exactly.
there are less free
But that's
wards
really what I
out
want
on
to
the
see
map.
Yeah.
is like,
Jugglers are
does
getting
this
a lot
red
more
team have
ganks,
any
like
chance right
successful
now? I
ganks,
don't think
and
so.
supports are getting successful
like,
ganks off a little bit more often.
that's
in
the-
playtest
that would be the big
because
difference.
Not everybody has vision shard.
Well, that's around the Fire Giant pit right now is where Deathwalker is, or close to, I should say. He's moved a little bit further back.
And look
to
at that
there.
guy.
Damn, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He looks scary, man.
That's
He looks
cool.
like he's here to really
That's
have a
cool,
good old
man.
fight. Neil Maher is in a good old fight in mid lane right now.
Oh,
but
big
will
heal.
get some regen from the mitigate wounds.
Not
Not
enough.
enough to get away from El Leon, though. He'll bring him down as the kills keep rolling. I want to touch on real quick. We've not talked about it. The artwork on this map looks so good.
Prophetic
That
cloak.
solo lane, I saw a beach
It's like
with
it
crabs
looks
and
like
water.
it
Looks
looks
so
like
good out
urchin.
there.
Yep,
Can
duo
you
lane
see
is
that when
the-
you're on the map? You know.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. As
Whoa,
Rexy jumps in,
whoa,
but
Yeah,
Tucky
look
had
at
the
that.
bait.
Whoa.
Well, Rexy still has his beats and Aegis holds his Aegis for then. Now falls back to the tower. Ducky trying to dive in, but he gets burst down already. Ray from the Yarnasil to jump in and get pressure
Whoa.
rolling. He doesn't like where he is though and needs to get out of town soon and will. The chase is still on now, looking for the Yarnus, knowing his portal's on cooldown and the ultimate too. But there's no damage hitting him until Leon gets into the tower and finds the kill.
Good dive there on that side, and man, how about Bobby? 0-0-10. That's kind of the ideal support scoreline right
He might
here.
be looking for a team next year, boys and girls. Make sure you hit him up. He's trying to put on his performance already.
And he's got a lot of stacks on his prophetic cloak, which I think is another one of the items that people are going to be really excited about. So again, this is part of our new type of stacking item where you don't get stacks by
Mitigation
killing or
based
assisting
on your
minions,
total
you gain
protections
stacks by
and
hitting
20%
enemy gods
cooldown
with
reduction?
abilities. So when
Holy
you hit
fuck.
a physical god,
Yep.
you gain a
That
stack of
item's
physical
broken,
protections.
man.
When you hit a magical god,
Holy
you get a stack of magical
fuck.
protections. And once you have 15 of each, and these are in an aura, so it's a very good item for your team, it evolves to something even better for you individually. I think you're going to like it when it evolves, Graham.
What do you mean? It evolves? You're not going to tell me what it does when it evolves?
Well, you better hope Bobby gets enough stacks, or Neil.
Okay, this game's going to last that long then. I mean, it's only 40 minutes in, but I'm kind of worried already with the state of this one because the Pyro
Yeah, they're getting Pyro.
just went away of U-Rock.
Well, the red team's getting it.
Oh,
Okay.
they should take the Pyromancer off their mold.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Hey, what's that?
A little fight back.
It's not something new.
Yeah, so the Pyromancer reward is actually.
Yeah, and that thing evolves, dude. Holy
Looks
fuck.
like no one picked it up there, but Neil Ma
Did they know about it? Did they know what the
I told him.
They might not have realized
in
it was
their
there.
eyes and told him about
There's
it.
a bomb on the ground is what you just told me.
That's right. And it goes into your inventory if you have a free slot. So if you have an open spot for your wards and or potions, then you get a runic bomb to use.
Ducky just stood still
Yeah, he
knowing he was
knew.
dead
It
then
was
as the
over.
dive came through for sure. But then looks like that buff wore off now in the jungle, so they've only got a limited time to pick it up.
Correct. Yep, you got to pick it up. You got a little bit of time afterwards, but just like any other buff, it will expire once it's on the ground for a little bit too long. But you want to use that in order to help push towers or do objectives. The runic bomb is going to not deal damage to gods. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to interrupt everyone's favorite
I was
part.
trying to cast that coup there.
Yeah.
They're upset now though because he just left it for the tier 1 tower on the right-hand side. Just Deathwalker over here now. I'm excited for the next Fire Giant. to
Maybe
go,
the red
first Fire
team just
Giant
doesn't
ever.
have
So
the
I wanna see what
talent.
it does to people.
It messes them up.
Damn,
Although with
dude.
the lead that U-Rock
like,
it might not mess them up as much as it would
Yeah.
in a typical
I mean, they got the
Well,
Pyromancer. They're pretty
point
uncontested, but
we'll have to
I don't
take
know.
this
In
There
like,
we go. I was waiting for us to see that.
Yeah, the chest in the jungle. What's that
Yeah.
aura on the ground, guys?
That's right. So
I don't know,
we
it
found
still
one of the
seems
new
to me
map
like this
mechanics,
game was over in
rogue-
10
rogue
minutes.
stash.
And that
once that's
sucks,
found, you can
regardless
hit it and you get a little bit of gold for that.
of,
And also
like-
the Cyclops rogue will actually come back, harkening from the old.
Like, it was
game.
like one
And
big
if you
team
kill that,
fight
you can actually leash it around a little
and a
bit.
gold
It'll
fury.
drop a deployable
Still.
once killed. Also providing a little bit of
That's
gold
it?
that gives movement speed to your allies.
Oh, movement speed buff for your allies. Okay, that sounds good. Well, Rexy dueling with Neilmar in the jungle on this left-hand side, trying to stop Rexy getting to his buff by the looks of it on that purple. Instead, it looks like Neil's going to try and take away these harpies, and he's taking them on an adventure.
Damn,
He's
that's
like
a
the
lot of
Pied
harpies,
Piper
man.
right now.
Yeah, those ones having a good time, but Neil might not be having as good of a time, but with that new winged blade that he has, very much like what you're used to, but now just a little bit better.
Just like when he's playing for Ronnie Warriors, alone, getting picked up, poor man, all focused down as the rest of his team just trying to farm up and keep busy. There's the winged blade pickup. I'm looking through items now to see if there's anything else in inventories I don't know.
Oh, there's a lot.
Yet.
There's
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
So now Wing Blade is very much the same as what you're used to, but when you're hit by a slow, it pulses out that slow immunity to all of your allies around you.
So your whole team gets a little bit of a help.
If you're within 30 units, then yes, you will also receive a slow cleanse.
Oh, this one is a killer item.
Yes.
Tell me about this, Lemmy.
Archsteward's Fury is a new stone item, and this one is really great on your tanks. So get it in Guardian, get it on solo, either way. How this works is every time that you take
basic
damage,
attack.
you get a
It
stack
looks like a
depending
new
on how
Stone
much
of
damage
Foul.
that you're taking there. So each time you take 5%,
Yeah, it's
you get
okay,
a
I guess.
stack. You can expend those stacks.
Oh, big
Out of
one,
his
big
solo.
one between the boys. This is Dave from Ducky. Where was that from? He gets
Big
it.
dude.
That was just assy that he got a lifesteal with.
And a new little bit of a different look for Aussie.
Yeah.
A little
What's
bit
he
less
got?
early game,
Transcendence
a little bit
Aussie?
more big
Nice,
big
dude.
stats. So
Sick.
His stats are way different than they were before, and we have given that passive a little bit more love. So not so much pen item anymore. This is for power and lifesteal.
Yeah, they've changed a
No,
lot
that's
of the
also
item
more
stats.
expensive. Right, and that's really
It
important
looks
to touch
like.
on because while you see a lot of new items, you also don't see a lot of items there too. For example, we see Demon Blade instead of Wind Demon. We can get into that a little bit later. It's important to see the general balance of items because there's a lot of things that have just shifted around.
That's
yeah,
right.
for anyone just tuning in for this season
Demon
10 show
Blade.
match here, the update notes are going to be on Wednesday this week.
That
Coming up,
looks
this
cool.
is just a first look. You guys are going to be deep diving the whole of this whole update,
Yep.
I believe, and going through every single detail.
Exactly. That'll be on Wednesday, and PTS should hopefully be not too long after that for everyone to get their
Oh,
hands
you've
on it.
changed to a dev there. I heard you just go, yeah, I'm not going to announce the exact date just in
Of course
case.
not. I've been around long enough. I know how it goes.
That Gold Fury pit, though, it gives you a good idea of what you're there to do with all that gold in the sides. Still waiting for a Fire Giant, but so far, if U-Rock could get this, these 5 players are the first ones to get a Gold Fury, a Oni Fury, and a Primal Fury in the year 10.
They've done it all now. They've gotten them all here, but Nika's going to teleport
That's
over,
crazy.
try and help out inbound on Weekend and Wraithen, but doesn't quite get it. Nika also with another new item in the inventory. That's Stone of Binding, but a little better than it used to be.
Tier 3ified, you might say.
Tier 3ified. Now, same passive, but just health protections and doing it based on your
Oh,
level.
Neil got pulled into danger, but blinking from Deathwalker into into the Cthulhu ultimate, trying to rain down damage, and the madness begins. He takes out Rex's, but in tow, so does Rexy fall. Getting down Ducky.
I mean, it has taken him a while to get any damage onto these tier 2s.
He's under pressure still, but on
Like,
the
they're like
backside,
20
Deathwalker's
minutes in.
escaping.
That's about right,
Can Solo
I'd
Double
say.
G find the kill as Nika tanks the tower.
Inbound now, the only one underneath the tower, but it looks like it is a retreat now for you, Rock, as they.
I'm just analyzing the game state. Like that, I think that's most important.
19 minutes is
That's
pretty
pretty good.
insane, but
as long as like that to me seems pretty normal. Like tier 2s, like they haven't really even tried for the Fire Giant yet though, and I don't know why. I don't know if they can. I don't know if it's like really hard now or something. That's probably why. Like the Fire Giant might be like super hard.
Let's see who
And if
still
that's the
has
case,
short
that's
bursts. I think
cool.
the last
Because then
one
like
to kill Mother
the
Caravan
game
is
really
now,
ends. Like
Jade. So
that
yeah,
really
no more
starts the
stories
snowball.
past
Is the Fire Giant. So
really
if like the
feel
new
it's
Fire
best to
Giant is
upgrade
really
the
hard to
tower
kill,
now.
and you all have to be
Yeah,
level 20, and it's like
they-
taking
they're
them a
very
while to get to
strong
level
with their
20.
individual only,
That's
so
cool.
even things
Like I'm
Frenzy,
really
which
liking
are
the game
in the
state
same
right now
type of
because
thing,
that
something
team
like
is like
Clock
really
Tower,
far
you can
behind,
get
but
it
they
for your
still
own
can
team,
like
so
they're
it's
still
usually-
farming, right?
we
Like they're
anticipate
not
that
too far behind. Their soul
upgrading
laners a
level
little
12
ahead.
is still gonna
Like
be
they're getting a
Is that
chance to
a
farm
new
in places.
down there?
It's not
No,
completely
it is a
over.
new item in the breastplate.
So the
tree,
mid game
actually, I
seems
do
a lot
believe,
better
if
to
I
me.
remember
That's
correctly.
just kind of what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, new but old. So no more shield of regrowth. Instead, it is breastplate of regrowth. It's the same passive that everybody loves, but in a new tree with a new stat spread, and in moving some existing
got
items around can really enabled us to open up our space for more cool ideas in trees that needed the space.
Yeah, I think Lermy was alluding to Uller picking up. Look at that next to the ward in the consumable slot. What's that?
That's the
yeah.
runic bomb. He picked it up. I can't wait to see where he uses it because that's going to be
What?
dealing a lot of damage to either a tower or really anything. That's the best part about this bomb is that you can use it in the middle of a team fight. You can use it to secure objectives. But
you can use
you
a
know,
1v1.
There he is.
They're adding bombs to Smite.
Oh, Ducky killed it.
Yo, this
Ducky
is all
killed it. You
really
can't
cool,
base
man.
Ducky
I
down,
genuinely
but the
like
Runic Bomb is
what I'm
really there to
seeing.
help on your sieging in particular
Cool.
and
Exactly.
finding around objectives. So it's excellent at dealing damage to towers.
Man fight again in the duel in between Rexy and Ducky getting the better end of it again.
Like,
Has
this
more
part looks
sustain
really
in his kit.
cool.
Rexy happy to take the trade though. Tries to thread the axe, didn't find a home. We can now rotating in. Rexy could be getting baited here, or is it Ducky? Because in comes inbound and now Leon, and
No
Ducky's trying to
way.
get out in time.
Wow, just
Bursted down already. You rock with another kill.
Yeah, Ducky's Demon Blade not doing quite enough there, and it might look like an item that you're familiar
How
with.
come this
and
is the
that's
only
by
game
design,
Hindu Man's
because it's another
casting?
item that has been moved.
He just
in
doesn't-
its tree. So Wind Demon no longer a part of the game. Instead, it is Demon Blade building out of the short sword tree. Very same passive, all that kind of
Here
stuff.
we go.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. The crowd likes PvE. They're going to enjoy the
okay.
ringman's fire around
Same
the
mechanic
outside.
still.
Raider's gonna ward in, though. So
Okay, he
cancel
throws
that.
another one
Focus is going
quicker.
on. The grouping begins.
Okay.
Everyone's focusing Neilmar down at the start of this fight, and they will
All right.
drop him down to 0 and 7. Fire Giant.
Taste the
slowly
flames
sliding
of
up. As you can see,
Sulfuron.
They are pretty tanky at the
Nice.
moment.
Okay, this is cool.
Absolutely, and Inbound's taking a lot of
They're
damage.
taking a lot of
Deathwalker
damage, and
is
he's not
using
even,
quite
like,
a bit
close
with
to
the
dying
build.
yet.
He has that tablet starting to put it in, but it's the Anubis who gets the kill.
Yeah, but they're
Oh,
kind of
God, Dude's
controlling
still
it.
a
But
little
like
bit
the red
larger
team
than
still
even
has a
you,
decent
Fire
fight
Giant
here.
gets ultimate.
Yep.
Fire Giant's still leashed, but he's taking a long time, and Nika eating a ton of damage. Ducky dunks on in. Raven's
Janus
just
needs to get a
watching
little
the
more
side with
involved.
his ultimate. Will throw it out. Meanwhile,
Get on the
Fire
other
Giant
side of the
in
wall,
the
man.
First Fire Giant of the year 10 show match is going to go the way of you, Rock.
Huge knock up there from Inbound, and it's just easy pickings now for you, Rock.
22-minute Fire Giant.
All
right, let's see what they're able to do with this.
Getting a little bit of healing.
I don't know. I
there
feel like
through
the Fire
three,
Giant was
getting a
kind of the
little buff
same
from it with the
difficulty
breastplate
there.
boot.
I don't know.
So I'm
That's a lot
looking-
of buffs.
He seems stronger, but he
Just put
didn't
him on
seem
top
to
of
do
you.
like
Yeah, why not?
much more
Now that
damage.
your team
He
out
just
of
has
game,
like
so you
Yeah,
still
they
get
faster
really
one
mechanics,
point.
I suppose.
Duplicate even more for your team. Or tier 2 down this right-hand side and onto the Phoenixes. First little look at them. They look so pretty, those birds.
Yeah, this base is very difficult to siege, but certainly not impossible. But I think that it is a little bit more defender advantageous than in previous years.
I don't want them to
So
end.
they're just
Why are they
going for the
trying to
end here?
I want to keep talking and looking at more stuff. Why are you guys trying to go in the pit and end the game? We're going to kill Ducky and now turn their attention towards the Titan. And the Titan's under threat. Please cancel that. Do something. I want
Surely
to
they
keep this
got it.
going.
Neil's coming in, might be able to find a good pluck as Bobby's taking a lot of damage and Deathwalker's ultimate not quite ult yet, and that's why when he gets pulled in, it's not going to go well for him.
Bursted down. The composition of U-Rock working out really well.
Yeah,
Bobby
this
trying to
game's
dive to the
probably
back,
over
Richard's
now.
Still in the mid lane, trying to keep the pressure off those minions and drag them around. You Rock just trying to farm in the fountain area now.
Yeah, not
like they can't really get away from them and get to the farm, you know what I mean? Like the Titan, why is it still so small? Why is the Titan room still so fucking small? Why is the fountain still that fucking close? Make it bigger!
Just trying to keep this game going as long as they can, but it looks like you Rock are trying to end. They want to deny you more.
They could still end though.
At this new map that we're going to see in a couple weeks' time.
But still, like if this team wasn't so far behind, this could be really fucking annoying still.
They're just enjoying themselves. It's the first time they really get killed.
Oh, Rexy got pushed. Neil caught him back into the fountain, but the Aegis saved him. That was such a good play from Neil.
Wow.
And that's going to be the end of the Season 10 show match here.
All right.
If you're upset about not seeing more, please blame the players that just won the game.
I like the map.
And their socials.
We'll see how it goes. I like the items I saw too.
Anybody else?
I mean, luckily Deathwalker won an award earlier because he's not happy now. Wraithen did exactly what I thought he would.